Now, what happens after an entrance exam? This is the confusion that so many students have, and I want to clear it here today. What happens after entrance exam is, after the entrance exam, you will get the result, and then regarding the colleges, which college you will be studying, which college we will be studying is based on the merit list, okay, based on the result of entrance exam, we will be called for our documents verification. Hello everyone, my name is Vinotoli. I am a B.Ed student, 4th semester at Unity College of Teacher Education. I am here to discuss the things that we should all know about B.Ed. Everything that you need to know about B.Ed. So as we all know, B.Ed stands for Bachelor of Education. So who all are eligible for B.Ed? B.Ed, those students who have graduated from any stream, be it arts, commerce or science, be it from any stream, those students who have graduated, they are eligible to sit for B.Ed entrance exam. And B.Ed is a 2 years intensive course, and then the entrance exam and the form, everything, it is issued by NAGALAND University once in a year. In case you are shortlisted for the entrance exam, you will get your admit card and then you will be called to appear your entrance exam. So now, what are the questions that you can expect for your B.Ed entrance exam? In case you are a science student, the questions will be according to your pedagogy. But then the questions will be like till class 10 syllabus only. Science syllabus of class 10 only. If you are from English pedagogy, it will be English pedagogy till class 10 only, and likewise for mathematics and social science as well. And then you can also expect some general knowledge questions, you can expect some current affairs and also teaching aptitude. So those are for your entrance exam. Now, what happens after an entrance exam? This is the confusion that so many students have, and I want to clear it here today. What happens after entrance exam is, after the entrance exam, you will get the result, and then regarding the colleges, which college you will be studying, which college we will be studying is based on the merit list, okay, based on the result of entrance exam, we will be called for our documents verification. So you will be called for document verification based on your merit list. So say for example, top 1 to 50, they will be called first for document verification, where they will also be asked to choose the college wherever they want to study. Now there are 9 colleges, B.Ed colleges at present, but from this session onwards, there is going to be only 8 B.Ed colleges in Nagaland, out of which 6 are private institutes and 2 are government institutes. The government institutes, one is SCTE at Kohima and the other one is at Mokokchung. So based on your merit, okay, you will go and then you will choose the college wherever you want to. So that is why it is important that we score good marks in our entrance exam, because if we score good marks in our entrance exam, that means we get a chance to choose the college where we want to study. But if our ranking is at the end, we will have to go to the college which is not our preference, but we will have to go there. So that is why it is important that we score good marks in our entrance exam. Now, what happens after all these procedures? You will based on the college that you have chosen, you will go and you will take admission. Now regarding the fee structure, though this form fill up, the entrance exam, everything is conducted by the Nagaland University, the fee structure, it is different for all the colleges, okay? So for example, of course, the government colleges, that is SCT and the one that is at Mokokchung, the government colleges, they will have to pay a little lesser, okay? But then for private institutes, we have to pay a little more. So the average for all the private institutes, B.Ed institutes, the average would be 35,000 per semester, which we can pay in 2 installments every semester. So that is 35,000 for the, I'm just saying the approximate, so 35,000 for the private institutes. So, okay, now again, we also get a lot of questions regarding B.Ed through correspondence. Okay, so now I am talking, whatever I am saying, it is all Nagaland context only. So in Nagaland, there is no colleges which will provide B.Ed through correspondence. There is no correspondence colleges in Nagaland which will offer you B.Ed. It is all the 8 colleges, it is regular classes, just like any other courses, just like any BA, your BAc or MA, MSc. You have to go to colleges, and attendance is very much important, just like our other courses as well. And very much because B.Ed, it is a training course, it is a professional course, so we cannot do it through correspondence. We have to be there, and then it has to be a hands-on experience for the student teachers. So there is no colleges which will offer you B.Ed through correspondence in Nagaland. Outside Nagaland, there are some which provides B.Ed through correspondence, but I am sorry to say that most of them are not approved by NCTE, but we will not go so much into that. But yes, in Nagaland, there is no colleges which will offer B.Ed in correspondence. So I hope this will clear your doubt. Now we are all done with the entrance exam. You got a seat already, you took your admission, and then what happens in the B.Ed college? Okay, so for me B.Ed was a whole new experience of my college life. I heard from my seniors that B.Ed was such a hectic course, it is such a tiring course, it is such a boring course. But to me, I found it to be completely opposite of it. I really enjoyed it because in B.Ed, okay, if you are preparing for B.Ed, if you have got through your B.Ed entrance exam, prepare yourself to experience exciting journey, okay, that's ahead of you. Because B.Ed, it is not like our traditional classrooms where we sit down and then our teachers will be lecturing us. No, in B.Ed, 60% or 70% of the things will be done by the students, and 30% or 40% will be done by the teachers. Okay, of course our teachers will always be there to guide us and instruct us what to do and what not to do, but almost all the things have to be done by the students only. And then why it is very interesting, because like in B.Ed we have courses, we have papers like drama, we have art, we have EPC where we will be doing crafts, arts, craft and all. And then in the 4th semester we will be doing our internship where we will go to schools and we will actually be teaching the students. So I think, you know, personally I really enjoyed B.Ed course. And then if you are preparing or if you have got through, you know, I am sure you have heard from so many people that B.Ed is a very hectic course, it is boring course, it is tiresome. But I want you all to, you know, just brush off all those things from your mind, prepare yourself, stay calm, just be prepared for a very good experience, a very interesting journey that you will be going through. Okay, now what are the perspective for B.Ed degree holders? Okay, after now we are done with our B.Ed courses. Now what after B.Ed? After B.Ed we can sit for PT, GT or PGT exams, or even PT is primary teacher, GT is graduate teacher, PGT is postgraduate teacher. So we can sit for those exams, or if you are interested, you can also sit for seated exam. And again, if you are interested, you can go for M.Ed course. Now in Nagaland, there is only one college which offers M.Ed, that is Nagaland University at Merima. That is the only university, the only college which is offering M.Ed in Nagaland as of now. But I hope that there will be more colleges which will offer M.Ed course in the near future. And also, like I said, that there is only 8 B.Ed colleges in Nagaland. So I think doing M.Ed will be so beneficial, because with the demand of B.Ed trained teachers, personally I feel that there will be more B.Ed colleges coming up in future. So in that case, if you have M.Ed degree with you, then I think that is going to help you a lot. So I think going for M.Ed course is also very beneficial for you. And I hope that this video will be helpful to you as you prepare for your B.Ed entrance exam, or as you begin your B.Ed course, and I hope that we will all make the best out of our B.Ed course so that in future we will be able to contribute it to our students in particular and to our society in general. Thank you all.